My name's Kristin Neidlinger, and I run SENSOREE Design Lab. Let's see, we create therapeutic biomedia. Maybe, let's see. We do, okay, got it. Okay, so we create therapeutic biomedia. And what that is we take biosensors, anywhere from EEG, a brain sensor, to heart rate, and we take that data and we translate it into visual or tactile displays. So this creates like instant biofeedback for the wearer, but it also creates an external communication tool. We call this Extimacy, externalized intimacy, showing how you feel on the inside to the outside world. And this is a new niche. We think it's the future of healthcare, where we gamify design. We create emotionally durable designs. So we create designs that you actually create a bond with, because they respond to you in real time. And they also communicate to other people how you're feeling. And they motivate you. We gamify it. So it motivates you to be more aware and empathetic. So here's a list of all the biosensors that we're working with, anywhere from brain sensors to heart rate, proximity, tilt. And we translate all these to visual, tactile, or audio even. Like, what does movement sound like? What do emotions look like? Super inspired by Paul Bach-y-Rita, who in the 1960s developed the field of sensory substitution. So this is crossing senses, and he worked with blind people to help them to see. He created a vibro-tactile chair. So the back of the chair had all these vibration motors, and he translated images into feelings. So this is what an image feels like. And also inspired by Robert Hooke, who in 1665 said he was developing lenses for microscopes. And he said, if we're augmenting our vision, why not augment our other senses of smell, touch, taste? And here we are today. SENSOREE started as my master's thesis. I was making tools, this was in 2010. I was making tools for people that had sensory processing disorder. That's a condition from ADHD to autism. And I was working with the proprioceptive sense, awareness of where you are in space, and also the tactile sense, the feeling of being in your skin. This makes people feel more alive and calm at the same time. And this is one of my first prototypes. It's a future concept of augmenting your sympathetic nervous system. So if we had sensors in our adrenal glands, this could respond when you're in fight or flight mode. So this inflatable, actually, it would inflate. So it'd give you tunnel vision, so you could focus at the task at hand, but make you look bigger, also to scare your, your enemies, your prey, predator. And it also gives you a little hug, so it calms down your nervous system. And I want to introduce the mood sweater. It's my most popular design. It's on tour in Turkey right now, and it's also on stage. She just put it on, and when you put it on, it calibrates to you. And so the green light comes on, and she's using her breath now. So you inhales, it turns green, and then exhales, it calms down. So this is actually calibrating your body. So it's bringing her to the relaxed state before she begins the journey into wearing the mood sweater. The bowl-shaped collar was actually designed for the form of reflecting back upon the wearer, but also reflecting out. So like an external blush, showing other people how you're feeling. The sensors are in the hands. We call it the galvanic extimacy responder, the GER. Shorthand is mood sweater. But it reads excitement levels, and then we translate that data into a palette of effective colors. This is also for the future of space travel, I'm very interested in, so you can communicate to other people in your Mars colony. Why not? And then also the AI. We could teach the robots emotions. Why not? We could teach each other how we're feeling, and we could also teach ourselves. And the design actually learns how you're feeling, so we're actually working with post-traumatic stress people right now. So it can learn when the person dips down and can actually support the person to come back up. It's like a Pavlov for sadness. So here's our palette of colors. So we see here that Kevin is pretty tranquil and zen right now. As she gets more excited, it goes up to pink, ruffled, and then red is nervous and love, and yellow is ecstatic bliss. This is all based on science of our bodies. And the design's been around the world, London, Mumbai, and now it's going to go around the audience. Now I'm going to talk about another design. Well, Kevin lets you try the mood sweater. The neurotique is another one of my favorites. It's a EEG. It's 3D printed, knitted, and a brain visualizer. So it shows your brain activity. It maps your activity, and it shows the brain state with color. We worked with the emotive epoch for this one, off the shelf. And it has 14 sensor points. We translated those to light points. And then we took the color frequencies and translated those to, the brain frequencies to color. There they are. And it's very exciting. It was in New York Fashion Week, and then we got commissioned to make an installation because people wanted to try it. So we created a neurotique spa. And this was very fun. I got to work with a mindful medical doctor, a neuroengineer, and a meditation instructor to create this experience for people. And we logged the data. We created a brain class. So we stimulated your mind and then calmed the mind down, focused on the body, and then we left in the flow state, the optimal brain state. And here's a video of our experience. really fun to create. We thought that afterwards people would want to leave, but nobody wanted to leave. They wanted to talk about their brains. And we sold out. People signed up for a half-hour slot. So it was super fun. We're actually setting that up in San Francisco, so you can come and try it starting next week. OK, so now I'm really focused on goosebumps. What are goosebumps? I can't stop thinking about them. And I'm really excited about the ones that are emotional, like the ones you get when you hear a good song or you have a memory, when you know the idea is right. So I've been trying to augment goosebumps. I've been working a lot with inflatables. And we're working with 3 different body sensors to find the emotional peak and then enhance the sensation. And again, it's extimacy. It's showing other people that you're having the sensation, but also intensifying it for you. And recently, there was a study from UC Berkeley that the healthiest people have these kind of goosebumps, awe-inspiring ones. So we want to share. And there's another study saying that only 80% of the people get these kind of goosebumps. So we want to share with those 20% that don't get them. So I've done a lot of this research in Holland the last year. So here's the Goosebumps. It's laser cut, 3D printed, biometric inflatable. I think I have a video here. We're trying to repattern or even pattern these feelings of people. The French call this frisson. It's aesthetic chills. And from there, I went on, inspired by when people say, that gave me the chills. Like, did you feel it too? Can we share these goosebumps? So I created this remote goosebump sender. So it's the latest design. There's a sender and a receiver. This is just in a bio-art exhibit. So the sender, we monitor her biosignals to find the emotional peak when she's having these goosebumps. And then we have 3D printed inflatables. It's 3D printed fabric with inflatables under. And here's a little video of the fabric that we just made. Colin, who's here, helped print that. Yay. And it sends the signal to the sound fabric. So we found the frequency that gives you goosebumps. I was really inspired by people. Most people said they get it from these goosebumps from music. So it gave me the idea to make a speaker fabric. And we play the frequency, and it like tickles you. So there's our pair sending goosebumps to each other. That's the future at SENSOREE. Thanks for coming to the talk. I hope you get to try the mood sweater. And if there's any questions.
Thank you. We do have time for some questions, if anyone would like to ask Kristin anything. Kristin, I'm interested to know, we've talked so much, but I'm interested to know about the part where the clothing can actually provide the feedback in real time so that you can do something about it. Because I find that a lot of the wearables on the market today, they'll tell you like, oh, you're stressed, but then it's just making me more stressed than I know that I'm stressed. So how do I come up with the tools to deal with that? Is it a matter of like getting it into a therapist's office so that they can work with their patients? Like, how do you imagine that implementation rolling out?
Well, what I like about our technology is it's real time. so you don't have the screen. I feel like once you add a screen or your neocortex, like, like you get stressed. So I like that ours is instant biofeedback. But I do think the therapist role is great. We're working with a clinic right now. So, and in San Francisco, we will also have somebody that guides you through these exercises. I think that's really helpful, kind of like a trainer. Yeah.
Are you selling your stuff to consumers?
Yes, I always forget. You can sign up now. We have a pre-order page for the mood sweater. We can't say yet. But sign up and we'll send you the announcement soon. Yes?
Is there something that you wish there was a sensor for that doesn't exist yet? And if so, what would you do with it?
I like the, I'm really interested in eye tracking, IR, eye tracking, but I wish that was, because you can tell a lot of emotions from your pupils, but I guess the sensors aren't that good from what I've been researching. And they have to be out here, and there's all these shadows, so I would like a sensor for your retina.
Not necessarily the technology, but what would you like to sense in a human?
The emotional state is, yeah.
Anything in particular?
I don't know, I'm super focused on mood.
Love sweater.
The love sweater, yeah. And the feeling of awe, I'm really interested in the aesthetics chills. And I know it's funny because the more I talk about it, people say once I talk about it, they start feeling more of these chills just by the idea of it. That's very exciting too. Yes?
Are there any specific sort of neurological or therapeutic challenges that you've been working on right now?
Well, we're trying to detect sadness right now. It's funny, I'm so focused on the awe, but that's our challenge, is to detect sadness. There's a big market for sadness, turns out. Who knew? Yes?
Do you notice as you're walking around with your wearables or with the sweater that people treat you differently, that they're like looking for that opening to come and interact with you on that emotional level?
Yeah, and it's great when we have a group. We actually just had an exhibit in Moscow where I created, there were 3 people again, and we had body games. And it is people become very empathetic instantly. It's really cool that technology can make you more human. Yeah, like if somebody's having a hard time adjusting the colors, because the first game is like finding your peak and finding the calm place. And if somebody can't get calm, everybody tries to help them. So it's really nice to see. Yes?
And is a mood, could you change your mood using mindfulness and breathing and all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
The question is, we have an SDK that I could use to integrate into our application.
Yeah, let's talk.
Question,
Yeah.
answer to the question, right?
Yeah.
Usually we're stressed, like don't get too much stressed, but just move.
Maybe just
If I
repeat
can
the
detect
question.
what is your mood, then I can suggest a exercise, a session, a breathing session.
Mm-hmm.
Change that. So you have an SDK.
Yeah, we need an SDK. Call in, yeah. Okay. We have, it's actually ready to interface. We're looking for partners. Okay.
Great, thank you so much, Kristin.
Thank you.